How's it going, guys? How's it going? Welcome again to the Crypto Otaku, the Crypto Crusader. My God, guys, blowing up the chat like crazy. It's almost like I'm a big shot now. It's crazy. How the hell's it going, guys? I'm still a baby. J Money with the $5 super chat. First one in the house. Ramona, first super chat. Nice. Thanks, guys. The first super sticker and the first super chat in the house. Thanks again, Ramona and J Money. Ramona, it says, crap, you beat me. Don't forget to hit that like. Yes, J Money beat you by about 20 seconds. Cool song, very retro wave. Thank you, my guys. Of course, I'd like to pick out the dystopian future beats that, of course, are going to be ruling us with our new digital asset class in the dystopian future, alongside the likes of Zebek, Bitcoin, and Miria, and the rest of our favorites, of course. Happy Monday, happy Monday to the Misfit Mafia. The Misfit Miria Mafia, that's a mouthful. By the way, Ramona, thank you for everything you contribute to your group. 100%, it wouldn't be the same without you. I couldn't imagine a crypto community without Ramona. She's so amazing. Quintessence says, let's go, DBZ. Yes, DBZ, digging the intro. Thank you. Goku is Mexican? Maybe. I mean, he's from Earth. Well, no, he's actually from Planet Sand. Anyway, Planet Vegeta. I dig that DBZ intro. Yes, Goku. Asian. Yes, Asian. Everyone's, of course, from Japan. Good evening, everyone. How's it going? All right, guys, let's get into it. All the things we do every single day. Let's get started. What's up with the lighting? What's going on? I guess that is what it is. What the hell? Oh, it's because of the bright white thing we're going to cover in a bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. I'm still messing around with the studio. Guys, I got good news. I got the whole studio. I probably can't swap my thing around. I probably can real quick. I got the whole studio covered in soundproof materials. It's just a big black room now. Yes, awesome. Let's freaking go. That's what happens when you put your mind to something and you just get it done. Get her done. Here by myself. My hair's on fire. No! My hair's on fire. Oh, geez, guys. This is crazy. So much chaos. Ramona with another super chat. Thank you. Hey, everyone. Like, subscribe to do the things. Guys, please do the things. Don't forget to do the things. I got to shill harder. According to Jake the Snake, I'm not shilling hard enough. That's why I got this floppy disk as a reminder. To remind you guys to please like, subscribe, and do all the things. We were getting close to 700 subs. That'd be amazing. 700 likes in a single video. I'm not there yet. Guys. But 700 subs, that's what we're aiming for right now. To get us through the threshold towards 1,000 subs. Guys, still baby. And I'm building this up, guys. Let's go. We've made such a crazy community. All right, let's dive into the stuff and things, right? Do all the things. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here and do all the things. Call out to 90s favorite sitcom, Nickelodeon and back in the 90s. You guys remember that? Bring out the dancing lobsters. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, get rid of those dancing mascots. All right. Okay, so what are we looking at, guys? Of course, winning. Winning.
Win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
I'm so tired.
Please.
Just can't stop winning. No.
I can't take it anymore.
I can't. I really can't. I really want to be wrong, guys. I keep telling you guys this every single night. Called for a baseline / bearish target out of our Crypto Chaos pull, right? And this is what we got. We landed right on top of basically our bearish. We basically ended up where their bear is right now. But this is looking pretty bullish right here. Or is this a trap? We're going to find out here in a second. But as I looked at this morning, showing you guys live heat map for Bitcoin, it looked like it was kind of getting a little more built into the bear's favor. I'll point that out again today as we get right into, boom, live heat map for free. Don't pay for something you get for free. Brought to you for free by Kim of the White Snow Line on YouTube. Anime reference for those who know.
What are you, stupid?
I'm an otaku. It's my thing. Anyway, so yeah, this is what we're looking at right now today. The bears are setting up shop, and they're winning, in my opinion, in the short term. Got to zoom in real quick right here. Bam! Look at this. Setting up this big, giant sell wall at 110K. They know where we're headed, and they're going to set up there to sell. As soon as we touch that 100K level, we're going to bounce right off it. I don't know, like... Like your grandma on the water slide. I don't know. This stupid thing I'm stuck in my head. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to bounce right off of there. It's going to be crazy, but we don't really have much of a buy wall anymore. That's the big thing to take away from here. It's not as bright as it was last week. So my guess is if we do not get huge momentum towards the upside, we are going to get sent back down to Pound Town, under 100K even, potentially down to 97. Although we have a lot of range to cover till we hit the 97 range, but it's possible, so keep an eye out. We are getting kind of a big push right now, hopefully to breaking up to the top side, hitting 109 maybe, bouncing off there. I don't think we're going to hit that 110 tonight, but I would love to be wrong. This is what we do, guys. This is what we do every day. Probabilities. Getting back into it, guys, let's see all the things we do every single day. All right. Of course, I'm tired of being right. I'm so tired of winning. I need to lose, guys. I want to lose so hard. Let's call for let's let the Bears win one night. Let's go down to 80K. How about that? The Super Bears win one night. I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna call for it, but whatever. Whatever happens, whatever floats your boat. Jasmine sitting at 1.5 cents right there. Still, every chart kind of looks like Bitcoin too. Where we're creating this little cup and handle and handle right now is printing in the foreign market. Look at this, even XCN. Man, that chart is a nightmare. I got to get a new one. What is this here? Swift coin also a little bit lower, but still kind of get the same pattern. ZBAC not doing the same. They're not following the rules. That's why I drew this anarchy symbol here, because they are not following the rules. They're doing their own thing. Yeah, it looks like they broke right now. They're breaking down from the bullish trend, and we might actually start to see some consolidation and these lower levels. We can still go back down to 5.5. We've already touched that before. We started that trend line there. And then the next shop would be to stop at 2050. I'll see. I'll believe when I see it, but I don't know if we're gonna go through all of these. It is possible that we do, so don't keep that off the table either. I'm definitely buying back in if we hit 204. I don't care if we go even lower from there, but I'm buying right back in anyway. Okay, guys, so that is what's going on. The top projects. Myriad just wants to rip though, and it's following my my line I drew. Just giving you guys a taste of what here is to come into June. Wouldn't that be an explosive price action if we get this cup and handle forming a new cup and handle to the all-time highs for Myria? Would be insane. And it's possible if we get the right amount of money flowing through it. What else we got? I think that covers pretty much all of our favorites. Let's get back into Bitcoin and the news. We got a lot to cover tonight. We got to go through all the metrics, and then we got some headlines I really am excited to talk about. Here we go. U.S. national debt. Oh, so close. Ever so close. We printed about $30 trillion over the weekend, guys. 30 trillion. Wow, I'm sorry. 30 billion. Don't get too excited, all right? Don't get me too excited. Getting closer to that $37 trillion target. We are so close. Only $70 billion away from it. That is... I think that's an average. We print on average about 6 to 9 trillion. A trillion. God, these numbers. Billion. 6 to 9 billion a day. So yeah, I think that'll take us. I don't know. I hate math, guys. God. It'll take us like a week or two, and we'll be at 37 trillion. So by the time we're done with this month, we'll be sitting at a new record for U.S. national debt. Yay!
What are you, stupid?
Yes. So is America. Anyway, moving on. Our policymakers, I guess. A U.S. recession in 2025. We're down to 30% chance now, down from a 65. Remember when it was 65, guys? Like not even a full month ago. 65%. Now we're down to 30% chance. What else we have in here? Of course, Fed decision rate in June is still at a 96%. No change. Nothing will change in June. More than likely. As Jerome Powell came out today, and we actually had him speak. Was it the IMF? I don't remember what he spoke on, what economic committee, but he spoke today, and it was pretty much the biggest nothing burger I have ever seen. There was not a single thing to take out of there except for, there was one clip. Well, we can play it later, but it was pretty much nothing was said about where our current state is with interest rates and what have you. Stock market ending in 63 in greed today. We have the crypto fear and greed sitting at 64, on par with the stock market. We've got the Dixie still sitting down at 98, guys. This is exciting. Exciting things are about ready to happen. The lower this goes, the more risk on assets will appreciate in value among retail and, TradFi investors. Mostly TradFi investors, because retail still ain't here. They're still not here. I don't know why. You know why.
What are you, stupid?
Oh my God. All right. We're looking at crypto bubbles today. Everything pretty much in the red, except for one of our favorites, ZBEC. I mean, in the green. Wow. I said in the red. Everything's pretty much in the green today. And the top 200, ZBEC is down 13%, having, of course, a much needed pullback. White Rock is down 10%. We got Radium, Virtuals. Virtual's been running too. It definitely deserves a pullback as well. We got Tau, Flare, Leo. Everything else is up about an average of 2%. So not a bad day overall for crypto assets. Bitcoin's doing okay too, sitting just under 106. Oh, we just broke 106. Again, I feel like there's something in the air. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I think we're getting a little bit of a falling into an early trap in the beginning of the month. Okay, moving ahead. Market cap for Bitcoin dominance. Here we go, guys. 64% still. 64%.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
It's stupid,
right?
yeah.
Like, it's stupid. It's not 60% dominant.
It's not 60%. It looks like it is, Sailor. But of course, it should be more, of course. For the maxis, it should be 100%. 99%. Anyway, so still sitting about 65%. Nothing has changed here either. Again, of course, we're just waiting for this to roll on over so the altcoins can play. If and when this will happen is still up to be determined. More so along the lines of when, not so if. I like to be on that side of the fence anyway. All right, top 10 assets in our space. Anything really moving? Anything shifting around? Tether still, of course, above XRP. We don't see any flipping happening there. Right now, they're about $23 billion ahead of them in market cap. What else we have here? Of course, top 10. Nothing really has changed except Tron just flipped Cardano. That's new. Cardano was, of course, number 9 yesterday. We got Hyperliquid still in the ranks, just outside of Cardano. This one kind of just came out of freaking nowhere. Sui still hanging on number 12. Chainlink at 13. Avalanche at 14. Look at Chainlink go. Finally, we're getting some sort of appreciation out of Chainlink. This is so undervalued in my opinion. But what am I to say? Anything else? Bitcoin Cash is number 16. My God, guys. This just keeps going. I never thought I'd see the day. Where the hell is Litecoin anyway? My God, did Litecoin fall down that far? I don't even see it in the top 30 anymore. Where is it? Oh, man. I remember when Litecoin was in the top 10. Like forever. Wow. I can't even find it. I think the last time I saw Litecoin, it was sitting at like $75, $85. Okay, I give up trying to find Litecoin. Jasmine got pushed back to 90 in market cap. And, of course, honorable mention going back to XCN. Just keeping track here at 113. No, do we fall further? Fall further down? I don't even see it. Oh, Jesus. It was 103 yesterday. 111. Okay. All right. So everything doing okay. Just kind of hanging in there. My favorite metric to show you guys every single day is how many Bitcoin are available on exchanges. This is what's on exchanges right now, guys. This is not what you can buy. This is just what is on exchanges in people's wallets or, of course, in their investments. 2.16 million. That is it. And a piece of that is available on the spot too. You just never know how much. All right, moving on. Bitcoin treasuries. Michael Saylor bought some more Bitcoin today. Only 700, giving Jack Mallers, of course, his new 21 Capital the chance to pick up 7,000. So interesting to see that play out today. MicroStrategy sitting over 580,000 Bitcoin. We've got the other big ones in the room, of course, the ETFs, iShares, IBIT, Bitcoin ETF. sitting at 664,000, and Fidelity sitting over 200, Grayscale at 187, and ARK Invest still just shy of 50,000 Bitcoin. We have the Bitcoin rainbow chart. What if I don't close the damn thing? Oh, jeez. There we go. The Bitcoin rainbow chart, of course, telling you to still be buying, not even back into price accumulation yet, or still cheap. Hodl territories. Oh my God, these guys, we're so early still. It's ridiculous in terms of price action. We're so undervalued for Bitcoin. For us to get out of the accumulation, we have to be $145,000 to get into still cheap territory. It's ridiculous. It really is so undervalued. All right. Of course, 10 assets in the world today. Bitcoin still sitting above Alphabet. Let's freaking go. That's good to see. Of course, we have to get flipped back over Amazon one more time, and of course, one more time forever. Probably never coming back underneath some of these TradFi institutions ever again once we get the party started. All right, guys, we have made it to the news. Let me catch up on the chat real quick, and we'll go into some of the stuff we can find in the headlines today. All right. Otaku's Crypto Chaos crew. Let's go, guy. I've got a lot of things in consideration for the membership on YouTube. Also, let me know what you guys would like to see out of a YouTube membership, because I am still trying to fizzle out the details in my head of what I want to bring to that. Quintessence Quest says, did you get some Andwu, the Chinese Andy? What in the hell are you talking about, Quint? I don't know. It's probably a meme coin. You know how I feel about meme coins. Come on.
What are you, stupid?
All right. OG Bill Band says, Master Otaku, what's up? It's the middle of the night here. Can't stay long, but keep up the good work. Thank you. Hit that like, guys. Don't you forget it. I'm loving the XCN right now. DCA champion. It has been down for quite a bit. Same thing with Jasmine. There's a lot of projects right now that I would still say it's not a bad idea to be DCAing, because that is the way. Quint says, is Jerome Powell getting replaced by AI? Soon, Quint. Very soon. I wish. No, they're probably not going to delegate. You know they're having them assisted by AI. There's no way they're not utilizing that technology. And everyone on Earth is utilizing that technology. So I would not be surprised at all that the Fed is using AI. But it's not helping them at all. Just helping them lie better. Head Dagger says, Jay Powell is a professional chef, and all the cooks is nothing burgers. All he cooks is nothing. Okay, yeah, more like he works at the I don't know, the most prestigious fast food restaurant, and he just serves nothing burgers. Yeah, something like that. Litecoin at spot 21. Oh, okay. Thank you, Head Dagger. I couldn't find the damn thing. I scrolled up past it like 3 times probably. Let's take a look real quick. 21. Oh, what is it worth right now? Help if I click on the right damn thing. Oh my God. Truth Social wants to take over my computer. All right, sitting at 21 in market cap. How fitting. Sitting at $90. They had their halving last year, guys. Right after Bitcoins. They're still sitting at $90. Okay. All right. Quintessence Quest says, oh, Otaku trying to exit the F2P scene. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. All right, moving on. Here we go, guys. Getting back into the news. Meta, Microsoft, Amazon reject Bitcoin. Was it the right call? Yeah, that's right. Amazon and Microsoft, of course, rejecting Bitcoin at the beginning of the year, and now so does Meta. As you guys saw in my thumbnail, they just rejected it. And was it the right call? Just 0.1% of Meta shareholders backed the proposal to add Bitcoin to its treasury, joining Amazon and Microsoft in taking similar decisions. Here's what investors are saying. Meta's decisive shareholder vote rejected the idea of adding Bitcoin to its balance sheet, aligning with similar moves by Microsoft and Amazon in similar decisions. According to the SEC filing, just 0.1% of the shareholders voted in favor, while 95 voted against it. For some, it suggested tech firms are still lagging in Bitcoin adoption. Man, they are so far behind. It's ridiculous. I mean, GameStop is going to blow them out of the water with just a small accusation that they just are oh my God. Whatever. They just picked up what? How many was it? A few thousand. For one, Matthew Siegel, head of the digital asset research of Van Eck, believes the tech firms are missing out. He pointed out the Meta's large cash positions are already speculative. If the dollar fails, so will their cash reserves. 100%. That was the entire point Microsoft was trying to point out to Microsoft investors at their his PowerPoint meeting, right? Remember, he had to have like 2 or 3 minutes to explain what Bitcoin was and what it was going to do for Microsoft. That was amazing, but it got nowhere. It went nowhere. And Bitcoin's could serve, of course, as a way to diversify. Of course, anyone holding Bitcoin for at least 4 years is up massively, and most people that have ever bought Bitcoin are still up to this date, except anyone who bought over 106,000, which is very far and few between. There are already hoarding fiat with 30 billion in cash, up from 12 billion in 2023. Matthew Siegel, Van Eck, says this. Siegel acknowledged that his accounts are for just 2% of Meta's market cap. However, the companies, including Netflix, Google, and Verizon, hold fewer reserves and even carry significant amounts of debt. You might also like, while Bitcoin and altcoins rise in June. Oh God, wow, that's a freaking pushing another ad on me or another article. Bitcoin is not gaining traction among major firms. Bitcoin has recently gained attention in more of the other companies increasing positions. One of them, of course, is GameStop, which invested $519 million into Bitcoin. However, as many have pointed out, most of the companies doing big Bitcoin plays tend to struggle in their core business, with GameStop being no exception, 100%. This is the main reason why MicroStrategy got involved, right? Michael Steller. And GameStop, of course, has been notoriously known for just being a meme stock now, because it's not actually accruing any value over time with its consumers. In many cases, these companies are hoping that speculative interest around Bitcoin could boost their stock price. However, this GameStop's case is a success with momentary. I gotta eat something, guys. I'm running on zero. With its share price falling from a high of $35 shortly after acquisition. For successful businessmen like Meta, Bitcoin is a less compelling buy. Well, they really can't get involved that easily either. They're not like a, they don't have an individual owner anymore, right? They've already, they're already institutionalized, and they've already got majority of their shareholders owning shares of their stock, so they can't just make those big decisions like Saylor did for MicroStrategy. That was not a one in a lifetime, but one out of very few can actually pull that off. Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock, traditional risk management is sufficient. On the other hand, Bitcoin is still seen as a risky to hold. Bitcoin structurally saw a strong despite major pullback, Bitfinex analysts confirm. All right, so I feel like there was a bit of AI nonsense in here while we were reading it. Hope we're through this one together. All right, so that's what's going on with Meta, of course, rejecting Bitcoin like all the other big tech firms. Now the big question I want to know is, what is Apple's stance on this? Because I'm not a huge fan personally of Apple, but it has been brought to my attention years ago. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. They did find the Satoshi white paper within the operating system of, I think it was. Was it what they called all their things like Navajo or whatever, or I forget what their updates are for their operating systems, but yeah, one of the operating systems unveiled that they did have Satoshi's white paper tucked away inside of the one of the main system folders. So it is possible that Apple may have a different stance to this than the rest of them. So whenever they are going to vote on it, if they ever get to vote on it, I wonder if it'll be a different deal. Probably not. It'd probably be the same thing as these other tech companies. All right, so what else we got? Hackers use social engineering to trick Coinbase users. That's, of course, what the previous Coinbase hack when they went live for the S&P 500. That's how they got involved in it. They use social, social engineering, or social hacking is what I call it, to get take advantage of their employees and, of course, their consumers. We can take a look at that, see if that's a new one, but I think that's still referring to the old one and describing how the old one went down. How rich is Bitcoin Satoshi Nakamoto? Well, 1 million Bitcoins. That's ridiculous. Was that like he's probably over $100 billion worth or more? I don't know. It's just stupid. 200 billion. With Bitcoin's price daily above 100K, it would be enough to make Satoshi Nakamoto the second richest man in the world by next year. If the largest cryptocurrency hits 200,000, it would give him 219 billion net worth. So yeah, he's probably worth about 115 billion right now, something like that. All right. Let's see. Hackers use social engineering to trick Coinbase users. Are we referring to a new one? Coinbase was informed as early as January 2025 about a breach involving outsourced customer support agents in India. According to Reuters investigation, 6 people familiar with the matter told the report that the crypto exchange knew the sensitive data, user data, could have been compromised via the contractor Task Us months before its formal announcement in May. There we go. Let's talk about the same one that happened last month, or at least was reported back in last month. But of course, I don't know if you guys, we covered this so much in the last couple of weeks that, it was all pretty much resolved rather quickly. And it sucks that it happened on the week or the day. I think it was even the day or the day after they went live in the S&P 500. I mean, what are the odds? Come on. Such a planned thing. It's weird. It feels like it's planned anyway. To divert attention, of course, gobble up more of the assets that are scarce. That's my crypto conspiracies in my head coming out my mouth. XRP payments dropped 45% amid crypto market correction. Most of this other stuff seems like it's FUD. And I want to talk about this one. I do have this one pulled up in the real news. We might as well talk about it now. Ethereum should scale by 10x over the next year, according to Vitalik Buterin. There is even a clip of him out there saying this exact quote. This is why we're talking about it today, because he did kind of double back on it and say, in a year or in a bit. Just like, and he had to stop him and then also get him to reiterate it too, because he also said it would be involving a fork of Ethereum. Oh man, it's just, I feel like we really need another spokesperson for Ethereum, and we really do. I mean, I like Vitalik. Don't get me wrong; he's kind of kooky in his own way. He does his own thing. I get that. I'm like that too. Okay, I understand it, but you gotta get someone else on the books, man, and representing the company to investors that want to invest allegedly hundreds of trillions of dollars eventually into your ecosystem, potentially. Yeah, I think you need someone else at the front of that. Anyway, Ethereum's blockchain capabilities should grow tenfold over the next year, the network's co-founder Vitalik Buterin said, speaking at ETH Global Prague 2025 last week. The crypto entrepreneur predicted that the crypto network behind the second largest digital coin by market cap should improve cost and speed soon. In general, I do think there's a lot of room to scale safely, he said. My view is generally we should scale L1 about 10x over the next year and a bit. This is where he kind of fell off when he said year and a bit. He also mentioned when he did say this, I don't think the article covers it, but he said when he thinks he wants to have room to scale safely. What he means by this, of course, is at the rate in which Ethereum has grown and done nothing with their blockchain. I mean, the last major thing they did was it the Shanghai update? I forget what they called the last one. But the two biggest ones they did in the last 4 years was proof of stake, and the second one being giving the L2s, of course, cheaper gas fees and faster, settlement. But L1 still slow AF and still is the problem with scalability. And he did make that very clear that he wants to take time and scale safely. I had to reiterate that because it doesn't look like they go into it. The network had faced criticism of the speed and efficiency compared to Solana and other newer competitors, although ETH has rallied in recent weeks to trade about 2,500, up nearly 40% over the past month, according to crypto market data provider CoinGecko. Man, that's insane. 40%? Really? Did it get down? Oh yeah, it got down to like 1,500, didn't it? Or 17? I forget. And it's been a month, man. It's been a crazy month of May. Right. Although ETH has rallied in recent weeks to trade above 2,500, over 40% of the month. According to crypto market cap data provider CoinGecko, the coin is currently sitting at 48% below its 2021 record price of $4,878. That's right. If you held it the entire four years of the cycle, you are down, man. Yikes. Stop. Help. No. Get out. Man. I did take advantage of, though. It's not talking about the dips, of course. I think it was 2022. Ethereum went down after FTX collapsed and everything else. Ethereum did fall to like $500. And I remember buying a few. I mean, handful of a few. I don't remember how many. But yeah, so people that did buy, you did... I know it's a meme right now that you made no money. But yeah, people that did take advantage of it, of course, in the bear market did come out ahead a little bit. The Ethereum blockchain is used by developers to build everything from decentralized crypto exchanges to NFT-driven video games. But as the blockchain for layer 2 is used widely, it often becomes congested, meaning the high cost and long wait times. Of course, what we're referring to here today. Also, they didn't say here that, largely speculative, but very likely that Larry Fink, he pointed out, we are going to tokenize all the securities eventually, and they're probably going to get settled on Ethereum's blockchain. Layer 2 networks are pieces of software that work on top of the main chain. Okay, it's just kind of breaking down what L2s are, and of course the other stuff there. Buterin added that there are people in Ethereum's ecosystem that are hoping to scale the Layer 1 network by 1,000 times. But he said it was much safer to do things at a slower pace. There we go. They're talking about what I was referring to. And not to threaten the centralizing the project in the process. A year would be great to continue, but there are people that are more brave than him, and I do not believe in take a breather step. And I think we should literally commit today to 1,000x, but I don't believe in that, said Vitalik. All right, so that's what's going on with Vitalik Buterin currently. But you know, I don't think he's not dancing too much these days. He's still trying to catch balloons, right? And try to pump Ethereum higher. But he's not dancing here recently, so he's doing a little better on the front end. Okay, let's see what else we can find. What else can we find? Let's get back in the chat real quick before I forget you guys. That's right, please, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, do all the things, guys. Happy Monday. Happy first day of June. Happy Monday. All right, the second day of June. Quint says, Matt Adam, how's it going? Matt Adam in the house. How's it going, my guy? Remember when we thought we'd actually get the digital asset holdings from the U.S.? Remember that? It's been, 3 months now since they said that? Oh, my God. My head, man. It's just, Jesus.
What are you, stupid?
They really did make a mockery out of us because they still never told us. Crypto Jared said, Otaku, what's up, man? I've been a while. How's it going, Jared? How's it going since you've been able to catch the live? I've been missing you, my man. I've been missing you. Crypto JPEG also in the house. Good evening, Otaku. I'm late again, like always. I'm sorry. You gotta show up earlier, man. Ari Log says, how's it going? Hey, Otaku. I hope your day is going well. Oh, man, it is. I'm just stoked. I finally got the studio walls entirely covered. Now I just gotta do I don't know how I'm going to do it. The painstaking effort of putting all of it on the ceiling. Yeah. Well, I'll figure that out, I guess. By myself. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. Let's get back into the news. See if anything else popped up before we get to the real news. Where, of course, I got a whole bunch of stuff to unload over there as well. Oh, man, I can barely talk tonight, guys. I decided not to eat today. I'm instantly regretting it. All right. American Bitcoin. Eric Trump's crypto venture. Yeah, of course, American Bitcoin. That's their firm, their mining company, I think. Let's see. Crypto lobbyists urge U.S. senators to dodge distraction in stablecoin debate. That is interesting. That's about an hour ago breaking. Ethereum Foundation lays off some staff amid R&D restructuring. That's interesting, too. We were just talking about Ethereum. I don't want to talk about everything. We don't have time to talk about everything, but a lot of this other stuff seems to be kind of FUD and hopium articles. Consensus acquires Web3 auth to reinvent MetaMask onboarding. Interesting. We need an easier way for people to get involved in MetaMask. MetaMask's a mess. I wish it was such a better platform. Japan drives Cardano trading surge as price battles 70-cent resistance. That's weird. Why is Japan buying Cardano? That's what I want to know. All right. Oh, Jesus. Do I really have to sign in to read this freaking article every day? What a pain. What a pain. CoinDesk. Come on. Is it gonna let me? I don't think so. Okay, I wanted to read the Cardano one. Cardano, there we go. Japan drives Cardano trading surge as price battles 70-cent resistance. Cardano's native token faces critical technical tests amid global economic tensions and regulatory uncertainty. Remember at the beginning of the year when like Charles Hoskinson was welcomed into the White House and was gonna like help our U.S. senators and policymakers understand crypto and make it just a great place to work? And no, I haven't heard a single thing about Charles Hoskinson or Cardano in the last like couple months at the White House. They had that one meeting. I think he might have been present, but that was about it. I think we just got to get through stable coins first, though. All right, Japan emerges as a major ADA trading hub with the SEC delays an ETF decision. Geopolitical tensions and regulatory uncertainty shape cryptocurrency markets, and the Cardano network achieved a milestone of 110 million total transactions despite price struggles. All right. Geopolitical tensions and regulatory uncertainty continue to shape cryptocurrency market. Cardano. We got Jennifer down here talking. Jeez. That's the coin desk. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Experiences volatile price action between 64 cents and 69 cents despite strong network fundamentals. I remember when in the bear market, Cardano was trading around $1. What happened to Cardano? Because I remember I kept calling it a stable coin. It's just like Cardano just kept staying at $1. That was for years. Let me see. ADA. Boom. Yeah, I remember. Oh, it was 50 cents or 25 cents. Okay, maybe I'm just remembering. I'm having delusions of grandeur. I was remembering a different number for a different coin, probably. All right. Anyway, geopolitical tensions and regulatory uncertainty continue to shape cryptocurrency markets as Cardano experiences volatile price action between 64 and 69 cents despite network fundamentals, including surpassing 110 million transactions. ADA faces downward pressure amid broader market concerns about inflation and monetary policy decisions. What's going on in Japan? Jeez, why tempt me with a good time and you don't tell me why it's trading, having such a rally in Japanese markets. I hate this kind of crap, man. I hate it. Yeah, and there's really nothing else here. Okay. All right, I'm over it. Screw you, CoinDesk. Screw you. I am done reading your stuff for today. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow. All right, everyone, of course, headlining Meta. Everyone's headlining Meta. Ramona with the super chat out of nowhere again. Oh my God. Ramona. 10 likes, guys. 20 people watching, only 10 likes. Come on, people. That's right. We got to get those likes up. YouTube's algorithm does not like it unless I shill harder. Guys, please do the likes in the thing. We got to get seen, man. We got to get seen. We got to get ourselves out there. Get my foot in the door. Let everyone see the crazy money demon. Burn all the stuff at the end of the stream. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Anyway, slap that like button, peeps. Says rise above. Attila the Hun. How's that going, Attila the Hun? Hey there, buddy. Another day of not taking profits. Diamond hands. Diamond hands. I wish I could find my freaking diamond. Yes, diamond hands, my guy. 100%. Filling up my Jasmine bag. Can't wait till Jasmine finally takes off for us all. I'm so happy that you say that because so many people have been just ripping into Jasmine, saying it'll never go anywhere, it'll never have its time, it'll never have its moment, and it's not worth investing. I will say BS, man, BS to that. Till the Hunt also says soon to be a Jasmine node holder. Easy money. Yes, easy money on the side. I'm actually looking at doing the same thing. We've been talking about that on the last open mic session. I could pick up a $400 AMD machine, and I could probably get that going for next to nothing. I'll definitely be talking to you guys about that again this Friday night. Sir James, how's it going? Hey, brother, I can get your opinion on XRP. Much love and chaos. Yes, bringing on the chaos. Thank you. Yes. I will look into XRP for you, my guy, just because you brought in the chaos. I love that. All right, so XRP right now. It's been a minute since we looked at this, but yeah, this is what we're looking at. Drew this. When did I draw that? The middle of May. Yeah, May 8th, May 15th. My idea was, of course, we were going to finally break out of 3.5, the high we had for the year, and head towards a $5 XRP, which would then take us to a $9 XRP, maybe $9.75. I don't know. This is kind of my idea for the year, although right now we're getting a little bit of a delay. Although, you know, it could happen. It could happen at any moment. But this is still my idea on the board. Everyone, of course, is going to be pumping a ton of projects that start with the letter X. I'm just saying, that's just how the normies work. It's funny how that works out like that. And they're coming. They're coming into our space. They're going to find out that XRP is going to make them to 4x, maybe, depending on where they bought. I'd say 4x from where they're buying right now. If the normies don't get in until the end of June, and we hit $5, then they're probably only going to get 2x. That's kind of my idea. So again, my idea can be wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but you know what? I kind of have an ongoing theme, guys.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Yeah, I'm tired of winning, guys. I want to be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong on this, and XRP goes to, like, I don't know, $20. I don't know. Anyway, so what are we looking at right now, though? I want to give you some short-term price action right now. I just gave you my long-term idea. That's just an idea. So what are we looking at right now? In terms of price action right now, in the 15-minute, let's zoom in and take a look. Right, so we gotta get up above this $2.65 target. That was our previous level of resistance. That's had a lot of backtracking from here. That's gonna be the big one. The short-term one, if you really wanted to, you know, dang it, what the hell am I clicking on? I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to copy paste. There we go. Yeah, if you're trying to get, you know, a swing or something going, I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to find a good entry, right now is a good entry. I mean, we're down, you know, XRP's down. But yeah, if you're looking at another breakout from here, short term, you're going to look for to verify a breakout at least $2.46, and then of course up to the top of that $2.60, which should be explosive enough to take it above. To retest some of these higher highs that we had back in January. Now, this is the kind of stuff I keep telling everyone, right? Everybody, nothing has hit, with a few exceptions like Bitcoin, ZBAC. It's hard to think, man. Not very few have returned to their all-time highs or their previous highs from January. Our portfolios still do not look as good as they did back in January. And I'm still holding true to that. Unless you have all in on one project or two, you're probably seeing the same sort of thing on every chart, right? So again, we got to get back to January highs, and then we're going to see breakouts like crazy. This is why I drew this earlier in the year, is because I believe that once we do get back above these highs, that we're just going to continually break out with some sort of parabolic run like we've seen in the past. Anything's possible, though. All right, so that's XRP. What else we got? Sir James, hey, bro. Also says Mad Dog. Richie Rich, how's it going? Richie Rich in the house. Cheers, my guy. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Matt Adams says there's definitely something funny in the air. I'm watching some of the memes creep. I can't. Oh, mad. All right, what are we at right now? We're about 8:45. Japan is already getting the party started, and they're probably going to want to buy some of this dip because we've been dipping this for the majority of the day. The stock market kind of correcting. I'm wondering what did the ETF settle in positive today, or they had negative? I think they had negative inflows today. Let's see, 3 p.m. Nope, they had a positive inflow today. That was the ETF settling right there. So they bought up. They boosted our price by 0.5% when the ETF settled today. So there's that. So much for that. That's out the window. Yeah, we did have this big dip for the foreign markets to take advantage of us, and that's what they're doing. And I think they're doing it pretty well. All right, getting back into it. So let's take a look and see if there's anything else breaking today to cover. We covered all that stuff. Robinhood completes 200 million acquisition of crypto exchange Bitstamp. What? Robinhood purchased Bitstamp? I didn't know that was happening. Robinhood acquired the world's longest running crypto exchange Bitstamp for 200 million. That's like nothing. Expanding its institutional offerings to Europe and the UK and Asia. Bullish. Bullish for Robinhood users, for sure. All right, what else we got? Justin said headlines: Bitcoin Vegas 2025 is a Tron DAO, Bax Code country co-host Kraken's Ocean Knight. What in the world? I'm not sure. Singapore orders local crypto firm to cease overseas activity by June 30th. Is that another China retaliation? Huh. Halt operations on fees, steep penalties, including fines of almost $200,000 for Singapore crypto firms. Singapore's central bank has set a deadline for June 30 to local crypto service providers to stop offering digital token assets to overseas markets. That's interesting. Trying to capital control, I guess. The directive came out of Monetary Authority of Singapore's MAS, a response to industry feedback of its proposed regulatory framework for digital token service providers under its Financial Services and Markets Act of 2022. MAS stated that the no transitional arrangements will be made for local DTSP providing services abroad. It said that Singapore incorporated company, individual, or partnerships that provide DT services outside Singapore must either cease operations or obtain a license when the DTSP provisions come into force by the end of June. Huh. Interesting that these countries are preventing overseas transactions with crypto. It's kind of the thing, man. It's kind of the it's kind of the appeal, my guys. Weird. All right. Well, the rest of this is a novel, so I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, weird things happening in Singapore right now. I thought they wanted to be the crypto capital of the world. Oh, you might pass that on to Hong Kong next. Oh boy, Singapore. All right, what else we got? Michael Saylor signals impending Bitcoin purchase. Yes, he did. He only bought 700 Bitcoin, which again, I covered this morning, he's still over 130, what was it? 133,000 Bitcoin this year, purchased out of 166. No, he's getting closer to 140. I think that's what it was. I think it was like 139,000 out of 166 total that are going to be mined this year. He's already bought that amount. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's buying more than can even be mined at any given rate. All right, so yeah, that is what's going on with Saylor. Nothing else there to cover. Ripple CEO hails XRP Army. Biz Bitcoin top coming soon. All these hopium and fun articles on Daily Coin. Shibarium launches ShibDAO. Where's XRP price headed? BlackRock bets big on Circle. BlackRock bets big on Circle. Are they trying to acquire Circle now? How are they blending? 10% stake in Circle's IPO signals. They own 10% of everything. That's not big. They're not betting big. They're just acquiring the same amount they own of literally every single stock on the planet. At least they own 10 to 15% of every single asset. All right, so nothing else there on Daily Coin. Let's take out the Daily HODL. Let's refresh here in case anything breaking. Gravy train of U.S. spending could come to an end, putting lower income Americans in poverty. Senator Ron Johnson, let's freaking go with the chaos. I love this article. This headline's awesome. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson says the American aggressive spending could result in a total collapse of the social system. And it's going to end eventually. We can't keep Social Security going forever. In a new interview with Tucker Carlson, Johnson says that there may be a time when those living in social benefits will be left out to dry, and the government can no longer afford to fund its extensive welfare state, while it's also running massive deficits. Says Johnson, if you're living on a different transfer of payments or different types of welfare benefits, you may not get those anymore. You can't borrow more money, so you're going to have to take what money we spend on the U.S. government's programs, and we'll just have to service our debt. You have to pay it off unless you want to go into full default, which means that you'll never be able to float more debt, and so other than print more money, which creates even more hyperinflation, we will lose our position on the world's reserve currency, which is actually a good thing, to be honest. And we'll lose our ability to print dollars, and the people accept. It's a marvelous thing, and we just print dollars, and we cannot send them, and we can send them overseas. People will produce products and ship them back over here. High quality products at a pretty low cost, and that's one of the reasons we've been able to keep the inflation in check, producing all these massive deficits for over the last couple of decades, because we do import a lot of products. We've got billions of people that are either or underemployed around the world. We provide the capital. They produce the factories. They produce the goods. We just give them paper. It's fiat currency. We print it and we keep on printing it. And it's been working out pretty well. And at some point, that gravy train's going to stop. That's right. Why would the rest of the world basically be America's slaves for the indefinite future? This is the harsh reality I've been trying to come to grasp. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Eventually, it's got to stop. All right, and of course, here is the clip here, which I can't even, sign in because I'm a bot apparently. Oh God, guys. But I do love, of course, that is awesome. That we're getting this down mainstream day after day after day. And speaking of mainstream, I can't wait to cover what I've got to. I mean, we've been talking about happening for years, but we'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about here when we get to the real news over on X, which is right here. We're going to go right over there into X, guys. If you guys love what you're seeing here today, please, I got to chill harder. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. What am I still sitting at like 10 or 12 likes? Come on, guys. Get those likes up. Come on. I would appreciate that. Of course, if you like what you see here today, please subscribe, support the channel, and also check me out over on Twitter. You don't have to check me out on Twitter, but if you like that, you like to be informed constantly with all the crazy going-ons in the crypto space as it comes out, check me out over there as well. All right, so let's get into the real news over on Twitter. Only 2.2% set. Oh my God. Can't even speak, guys. This is ridiculous. Look at this graph. Look at this graphic. Look at this. Only 0.27% of the global population can own one Bitcoin. Not that they have Bitcoin, not that they are currently holding it. This is how many people in the grand scheme of things, grand scheme of things can own one Bitcoin. One of these icons represents 10 million people, and the global population is represented at 7.8 billion. Total Bitcoin supply, of course, is 21 million. And this, of course, is probably even much lower than this because 3 to 5 million has been lost. I've heard tons of people's stories, just like we did in the open mic night just the other day. Remember, Buddy? I don't know, just calling out Buddy. I'm not going to say your last name because I don't even know your last name. But there's my buddy Buddy out there was telling us a story about how he used to purchase weed back in the day. With Bitcoin on the dark web, and he's just telling everyone like, come on, this is how it happened. And he's probably got like 20-30 Bitcoin sitting on a freaking thumb drive somewhere or more, because back in the day it was only like 20-30 bucks, and so and it's lost just like that. And so many people have those stories, depending on what they were buying or what they were buying it with. It's just gone, and there's so many cold storage wallets. They're of course abandoned, or people didn't remember the passwords, or they're in landfills, like, the legendary Newport thing. But anyway, there's not enough to go around, guys. Please do yourself a favor, and of course your bloodline, and pick up some Bitcoin today. How's that for shilling? Oh, jeez. Just in, Russia and Ukraine begin a peace negotiations in Istanbul. This is bullish, guys. Look at this. Look at this. They're actually sitting down. They're not fighting. Maybe because they just had a really big nuclear scare. That's probably why they're sitting down, and maybe doing the thing they should have done to begin with. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't think we're giving them any more money. I think this is where it comes. What happens when you don't just print endless money and give it to these countries that are just fighting each other with our printed dollars. Amazon now deploys 750,000+ robots across 75% of orders. AI-powered fulfillment centers, delivery, and bots and drones could push retail margins toward 11% long-term. Guys, it's already here. I keep saying it.
It'll reach into those pods, those little bins, and it's a highly cluttered environment with different objects that you may order on Amazon.com. And then it will feel its way and also look using video streaming and AI systems in order to pick out the right
It'll
object.
feel its way.
It will feel its way,
Okay,
right?
how does that
So
happen?
you imagine, like, if you do that yourself, imagine yourself having to pick out, let's say, your favorite Star Wars, action item.
You're not a
figure.
Star
Well,
Wars
let's
fan
just
at
say
all,
that.
right? Yeah.
It might, whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the band up and then actually pull that item out. So we have torque and force sensors also with a pressure sensors that'll give it a tactile feel. So we can see really how hard they were pushing. We can separate items. This is actually where we do a stow operation. You think of it almost like as a spatula, where we'll reach into a bin, create a little bit of volume, and then put the item inside it. That's really challenging when you think about the huge variety of objects that we store inside of those bins. It's, I'd say, some pioneering work by our team to bring these.
Can you describe briefly?
Yes, guys, that's right. Robots at distribution centers bringing the items faster to you. To your door, right to your door. All right, guys, of course, I have to remind you, it's been a minute since I actually did this. I don't even know if I can do it on this studio. Of course I can. Of course, reminding you, you guys are going to be replaced. An AI just coming for your job. Guys, if you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a writer, a journalist, a receptionist, a bookkeeper, a bank teller, you guys are probably already replaced. I just showed you. Amazon, of course, those shipping centers, distribution centers, just insane. Insane. All those people that used to pick up those items and go to a bin and put it in it. Gone. Gone. Factory workers, travel agents, customer service representatives, fast food workers, of course, already on the chopping block, guys. You got screens to do all that stuff now. For your friends, of course, your romantic loved ones are all at risk. And not only just because they hold jobs, it's because they also hold relationships with you, and they can do things in the bedroom that, of course, you cannot do. All right, guys. That is, of course, your dystopian future segment for today. The robots are coming. The robots are coming, and they're just right around the corner. Shitty. Good luck taking them head on. You're going to have to break into some businesses first to do that. All right, just in, Bank of America warns the U.S. dollar may continue to decline this summer and amid trade tensions and high debt, potentially boosting assets like gold and Bitcoin. That's right, guys. Bank of America, the only one that hasn't come out and said that they are going to hold your assets for you. Soon they will probably have some offering of some kind. All right, what else we got? BlackRock just said financial advisors managing $100 trillion are coming to Bitcoin soon. Supply shock incoming. Crypto assets, you're not ready for it. Who have,
Bitcoin-related ETFs. Just how important is this model becoming for advisors to maybe allocate towards cryptocurrencies?
Well, we're seeing a lot of advisors have started that educational journey around what is Bitcoin and what is the role that it could play in portfolios. And I think what's really spurred this along is two things. One is their clients are asking them about Bitcoin, particularly millennial clients who have been digital asset native. And then secondly, in this environment where you have more global uncertainty, there's more interest in assets that behave differently from traditional assets like gold and like Bitcoin that are a bit more of diversifiers in a portfolio.
All right, so there's all the...
All right, and yeah, just a reminder, the Bitcoin ETFs just launched last year. I mean, come on, just last year. Breaking, the U.S. just paused tariffs on certain Chinese goods until August. This is, of course, what I was referring to. I think I put it on my thumbnail. I may have cut that one out. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a pause right now on some Chinese goods. Of course, the America needs... I don't know. I wonder how long this will last. All right, 8,888. That's the number of Bitcoin that Metaplanet just bought today, boosting their holdings, of course, up. Oh no, not that's how much they bought. They just purchased. I think it was like 150 or something like that. They got up to that number. They wanted to get to that number because it is very significant for that number to be represented in Japan. The eight is very lucky for Japanese consumers or Japanese in Japanese culture. It represents a lot of luck. I think it refers to also like being like what's it, hachi, like high, like almost like heaven. I think it refers to something like that too. I don't know. It's been a while since I had brushed up on my Japanese. All right, breaking, 21 Capital just bought 7,000 Bitcoin worth $731 million. This is kind of interesting too. Right after Michael Saylor announced his 700, man, I got a lot of stuff to cover for you guys. I pushed that out this morning, but I forgot I can't go back to it. But yeah, Michael Saylor also put out a purchase of 700, and Jack Muller said, you know what, we're gonna do 7,000. Yeah, so outstacking Saylor today, worth $731 million. All right, update. Jerome Powell just finished speaking and didn't mention rate cuts or a resignation. Everyone was calling for this crazy rumor that he was going to resign. and it wasn't even at a Fed meeting. I didn't like what? I don't know where that came out of. I saw the first place I saw that was I don't know if you guys follow Ran. What the hell is his crypto channel called? I forget. Ran. Anyway, he was calling for that this morning. And I was just like, what the hell? Anyway, Rob Be Cool says the partially assembled and ready to ship. The Ghost of Satoshi. Guys, the statue is now being widely available with a 3D print. You can get yours today for free if you have a 3D printer. Mine is actually tucked away back there. I can't even get to it. I would love to start 3D printing some of these, but nope, I gotta wait. That sucks. Definitely want one for the studio. Definitely will have one at some point. But yeah, you can get one today. Just look for the Ghost of Satoshi where you download your STL files. All right. GM, always listen to... Yeah, good morning. Always listen to your elders. This one's kind of funny. Financial advice. His name is Mike, age 92. Buy your wife a fake diamond ring. Use the money you saved by not buying a real diamond ring to buy Bitcoin. And in 10 years, retire. And everyone is happy. Except your wife with the fake, diamond. I never understood diamonds. Anyway, Michael Seller Strategy has acquired 705 Bitcoin for a total of $75 million at $106,000 per Bitcoin. Has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 16.9% year to date, 2022 to 25. Okay, yeah. So yeah, now hodling 580,955 Bitcoin acquired for $40 billion at $70,000 per Bitcoin. Of course, Michael Saylor still acquiring. And again, I did the math this morning right in front of you guys. You can go back and check that video. It was insane. Saylor accumulating 140,000, almost 140,000 out of the total 166 that's going to be mined this year. All right, just in, Metaplanet buys another 1,088. That was how they had to get to the number they had to get to their 8888 Bitcoin. I'm sure that'll make their Japanese investors happy. Simply Bitcoin. Fun fact, Bitcoin has had its longest streak above 100K right now. And I just mentioned this, I think it was Friday. I think I was talking about how we've been going sideways now for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And all we need is about 3 weeks. I think actually we're 2.5 weeks now. And all we needed was 2 to 3 weeks to go sideways long enough to build enough support that we will break out to the upside and get on this launch pad to $120,000 to $130,000 Bitcoin. It is very likely to happen this month that we get this show on the road, probably in the middle of the month. I would say by the end of next week or the beginning of the following week, we're probably going to see a new all-time high coming right for you, coming right at you. All right, this one here, me checking the address before I send crypto. Guys, you know how this feels, right? Especially for me with my mascot, I'm just like, is that an 8 or a 0? Yes, of course. This is what we do. We got to do it, guys. This is how we get ahead. Make sure you don't send any Bitcoin or any crypto assets to the wrong address. All right, God candles are officially loading, guys. This is the big one. The big one I've been talking about for years. Why hasn't this happened yet? And Joe Rogan's been very, very quiet or basically silent about Bitcoin, I think on purpose. And Saylor just throwing it out there when Joe Rogan asks, who's the guest you want? Love to see Joe Rogan interview that he hasn't had on yet. Michael Saylor, of course, shouting out, let's talk about some Bitcoin. God, let's freaking go. If this happens, you know how many normies are going to just panic buy Bitcoin? Oh, Jesus. Saylor's going to freaking orange pill the world if this happens. And I think that's the main reason why it's never happened. But he's calling him out. He's calling him out. Right, and then we have the Bitcoin, the self-fulfilling prophecy, with one of my favorite quotes from Satoshi Nakamoto. It might make sense to get some just in case it catches on. If enough people think the same way, that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Satoshi Nakamoto, January 3rd, 2009. All right, Florida private jet company Bitflux now accepts Bitcoin payments for a private Florida plane. Tom Lee also said this morning too. How I forget about this one. He said the supply shock's coming and predicts a $3 million Bitcoin.
Demand versus supply imbalance, meaning there's a lot more potential buyers of Bitcoin over the next 10 years. And so I think there's a lot of upside into year end.
into your like 150 target.
Yeah, 150,
150,000.
maybe 200, even 250 this year.
What? 150 to 200 to even 250. And what's your? You don't have a terminal price on that, do you?
Well, it's I think at a minimum it should have the same network value as gold. And if you look at above ground gold, it's probably 23 trillion. So that would be 1.2 million for Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin is more valuable than gold. So gold. I mean, Bitcoin could be 2 million, 3 million long term. I mean, even higher.
Yeah, you noticed too that he had to stop himself when he almost said replace gold. Yeah, of course. If it's better than gold, it definitely should be at least double the market cap of gold, and that would take it to at least 40 trillion, right? But gold's not going to be at that same price either by the time Bitcoin gets up there. So we might be looking at much higher, like $60 trillion. Either way, guys, we are just getting this show started. Speaking of getting the show started, we're getting close to the end. I just got to the end of the real news on X. Guys, crazy, crazy times we're living in. All, of course, on brought to you by the real news platform over on X. Let me catch back with you guys one more time on the chat before I get into the normies. What are the normies looking today? Oh my god, I'm gonna pull my hair out. All right, let's get back into it, guys. What else we got here? Matt Adam also there. Talking about that would be so epic, about an animated show about how I lost my Bitcoin. That sounds like a movie, like How I Met Your Mother, or that's a TV show, or what was that one? Dude, I lost my car, or something like that. Dude, I lost my Bitcoin. That'd be a crazy movie. Overcome in the house. How's it going, Overcome? How's it going, my dude? How you doing tonight? All right, guys, let's get into the normies. Oh, here we go. I know. Someone's got to do it.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
It's going up forever, Laura.
Forever.
Right.
Following the normies knew that. All right, so let's see what the normies are looking up today, guys. Of course, we grade them on a traditional grading scale, A, B, C, D, F, and usually they get an F. And we're going to dive in. And of course, the top 3 things the normies love to search for: video games, sports, and celebrities. Let's see if they're looking up anything relative to our space today. Jonathan Joss, Mount Etna, John Rankus, Madden 26 cover. Madden 26 cover. That's very important for the normies. You got to make sure that Madden, EA Sports, it's in the game, has a really solid cover with a player they like. I don't know. U.S. Open qualifying. Frank Ragnow. The Accountant 2 is now on Prime Video, I guess. That was a good movie. Tigers versus White Sox. Texas Tech softball. Jack Cagnolone. I don't know who that is. Angel versus Red Sox. Normie Snubler Sports. Mike Johnson. Lois Bowie's son. I don't know these people, man. I don't know these people. Alexander Bublik. Viewers versus Reds. Walt Disney layoffs. Yes, let's get some layoffs. Oh man. Big Bear, Eaglet, Sunny First Flight. What in the world? Eagle Cam, Big Bear. I don't know. Rockies versus Marlins. FDA tomato recall. Yes, we got the Food and Drug Administration recalling tomatoes for salmonella. Nigeri, Kanadi, Murray State, Downton Abbey. I don't know. Grand finale trailer. Kevin O'Sullivan, AJ Styles. There you go. That's it, guys. That's it. That's what we got. The normies get a flat effing F. The biggest F. F minus. I wish I could give them more of a 9. Let's go into. I don't know. They get F for fire. We got to feed the fire tonight, guys. We got to get to it. All right. Speaking of which, are they even searching for Bitcoin at all? No, they are not. We are at we're at a new bottom maybe for the month. Last 30 days. Let's take a look at the last 30 days. Almost sitting at 43. The lowest we had on the last 30 days was 32. So yeah, normies aren't looking for Bitcoin at all. They are not looking for the thing that will save them, ultimately save them.
So just chill out.
Yeah.
Drink a 7-Up, eat a moon pie, quit murdering people.
All right. Thank you. Oh my God. I also wanted to take a look. It's been a while since we looked at Truth Social. If anything coming out for Trump today. Anything big. With the help of patriots like you, we're going to produce our own metal. Thank you, Pennsylvania. Steel, backbone of America like ever before. Good news for Pennsylvania, I guess. Donald Trump sharing Morning with Maria. I don't know what this is. Congratulations to my friend Kid Rock. I call him Bob. On the grand opening of his Nashville restaurant. Okay. In other countries that are allowed the tariffs against us. We're not allowed to, of course, talking about tariffs. In just a general light. Michael Wolf. This is an hour ago. Jeez. He's got his people really, really pushing this stuff. So many false statements are being made about the big, beautiful bill. Nobody understands. More money printing, of course. That's all I understand about it. My God. Just had a great talk with military leaders in its strongest military we have ever had. Autopen should have been stopped by Iraq a long time ago. He was talking about that today, too. Restaurants, horrific attack in the Boulder, Colorado. Whoa, I didn't know about that. I didn't know what's going on about that there. All right, so yeah, it's your Donald Trump truth update. It's been a long time since we did that. I figured why not today? Just trying to dig some more news out of the corner. I guess. All right, let's get back into the charts, guys. Take a look at where Bitcoin is tonight. Going back full circle to the live book map. Still looking at the same sort of range. We are trying to break above, though. It looks like we are really trying to. Japan is, anyway. Let's take a look right here. Zoom on in. And here we go. Here we go. So, yeah, we did push up through this. We're getting through some of these, the sell wall here. Just a little bit. We have to hit the big one, of course, at 110. 109 some change, 109.5, something probably there. But, yeah, it looks like we are starting to smash through it real quick right now. Will it hold? Will it hold? Will we just keep breaking our way through and playing, of course, a very aggressive game of breakout? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to break out tonight. Of course, the Crypto Chaos knows. And I, as an instrument of chaos, will show you when we get to our real Crypto Chaos magic segment. Let's get to it. Let's clean up the chart, too, because I'm sick of winning, guys. I'm so sick of winning. Of course, hitting our bear target from last night. All right, moving on to bigger, better things. Let's grab our ritual sticks and put them into place. We're already past 9 o'clock. Where are we? 8 p.m., 9 p.m.? What? Why can't I not drop that on the right spot? Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, I'm in the 4 hour, that's why. I need to go to 15. There we go. 15 will let me. There we go. 9 p.m. 9:15 almost in the books. We're 2 minutes away from printing that 9:15 candle, and it's looking bullish. But we got to get above here. We got to get it back above 106.5. Man, remember when 106.5 was support? Oh, that was really cool when it was support. Not anymore. Now it's resistance. There we go. That's how it works. And of course, we're going to bring this on over because we already had that as our previous level of support. And yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to leave as a bias on my chart tonight as I get the Crypto Chaos Magic flowing through me. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Let me check back with the chat just one more time. I think we're almost caught up. Hidegger says, God knows that Joe Rogan and Michael Saylor interview would make Bitcoin too strong, so he is making us wait. Yeah, 100% Hidegger. 100%. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. All right, and then we got the unknown bringing on the flames. Oh yeah, we're here, guys. We're about ready to.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Feed the fire. Thank you, Sailor. That's what we're gonna do tonight as I light the Bitcoin candle. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, man, this thing is such a... Look at my altar, guys. Look at this. It's such a mess. Oh, man, I'm glad you guys can't see it. It's so dark in here. It is a mess. But we will show you the way. I will show you the way, my brother. We will show you the way to burning fiat. Defeating the fire. Thank you, Sailor. Thank you. And why do we feed the fire? Well, why do we do chaos magic?
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Thank you, Sailor. Of course, that's why he said that in 2024, Bitcoin 2024, and he said, of course, to feed the fire in 2025. I feel like there's a pattern. There we go, guys. We got, of course, the Bitcoin candle. I've got literally a Bitcoin lodged in here still. It's in the wax. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, right there. Look at that beautiful Bitcoin. All right, so we got our candle lit on the altar. We're going to say our seance Krokpeos. We're going to idolize the moon via the moonstone. And then, yeah, call it with... we're gonna burn Attila the Huns. Attila the Hun, $200, 2 hundos, guys. 2 hundos from Attila the Hun. Thank you, my guy. Here's one. There we go. Attila the Hun. We're gonna hope to give Bitcoin some rising spirit tonight, with 2 bennies being sacrificed on the altar. Yes, there we go. This is gonna be insane. I probably should not do this. Look at that fire! Holy shit! Last time I did this, I almost burned my keyboard up. There we go. There we go. More fiat for the flames. My God. Yes, Attila in the chat. There we go. The bennies have been sacrificed, and we can do the chaos magic. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this right on again. I still can't believe no one else does that, though. No one else does freaking entire weekend. No one. I have to shill, guys. I have to shill. Please like, subscribe if you guys love that I can actually predict the weekend, the entire weekend of Bitcoin's price action. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna of course clean this up again because yeah, I'm insane. But yeah, I have to shill harder. I have to shill harder. All right. So, and we're probably just gonna do the same thing we did. Not last weekend, but the night before the last live we did. I felt like we were going to go more baseline bullish, and Japan looks like it wants to get back to at least that 108, 109 target. Can they do it? That's the thing. And we're going to find out here really soon. We're already wicking up at the previous levels of support. Now is resistance. Should make that, of course, refer to as such, being red, of course. We're going to break through there. All right, so I'll probably see something like this play out. Oh my God, I gotta push all these back into 15 minutes. I should not have gone back. I'm just making it harder on myself. There we go. Put this back into place. Of course, our ritual sticks. No, don't lose the 9. Can't lose that 9. These are all, of course, representing, guys, for anyone new, just seeing the shtick tonight. These, of course, represent the most volatile times in Bitcoin's volatility and price action, always with the market open, intraday trading, the market close, and of course the following market open. It does not matter if you are, guys, if you're in the other side of the world right now, if you're looking at Eastern Standard Time, which I do my entire show on, even though I'm in Central Time now, I just have lived on this Eastern Standard Time standard forever, and I noticed that the entire world trades on these 3 numbers, guys, 3, 9, and 12. That's all you need to know, and you know exactly what the price action is going to be if you know what the sentiment is currently. So that's what, of course, moving in market predictions via psychology in the market. This is how we do it, guys, with Crypto Chaos Magic. All right, getting going, guys. Yeah. So tonight, what are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have to get through this target, and we have a lot of ground to cover too to get back above our previous level of resistance. Why did this move up? Did I move that up by accident? Oh no, I moved it down there. I just colored it different. Okay. We got a few barriers in our way. The big one, of course, is going to be sitting up here. Actually lower. It's right around 109.5. That's the one we see represented on the live book map, right? This is with a big place they're setting up shop right now. We got to break away the first level of resistance, which is going to be 106.5, which was our previous level of support, now resistance. And then above that, we're looking at probably a 107, 108. Yeah, 108. We'll see if we can get that far. But yeah, let's take a look. I would love for this to play out the way I originally intended, which was I drew this up here back when we were looking at Bitcoin breaking out of this cup and handle, which was all the way back in, I think it was like the 10th of June. Yeah, right around there, that weekend. I was calling this. I saw this play out here, and I'm like, all we have to do is get above here, go sideways a few weeks, and then we're going to break out to the upside. I drew this here. I put this up here, and how did I get this? Well, I got this from doing the bottom of the cup to the top of the range. And that's how I got to that. And then I just kind of took a long play view at it and I say, okay, if we are here for 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to get in this range and we're going to run it up. And where are we at right now? Right on top of that. It's insane. It's actually, if you look at it, we started running it up on the edge, which I thought was crazy because that was too early. Too early to run that up. We needed at least 2 weeks of support at this range. Now we're coming back down, and look at this. We're starting to ramp right back up on top of my red center line target in this parallel channel. And it would be amazing for this to play out just like that, but highly unlikely. Of course, I drew that like 3 weeks ago, just as an idea, with nothing, of course, concrete. But of course, we're looking at the psychology in the market, and the patterns are just right there, man. This is what we see all the time. Daily accumulation for Bitcoin is off the charts. Anyway, so what are we looking at right now? It looks like right now we want to break up above this. I don't think we have any other patterns that are really significant. There's a little bit of a dirty head and shoulder pattern, which is again bearish, so we could get sent back down here. But other than that, I really don't see anything. You can say even this right here, you flip this upside down, this kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulder, a dirty one at least started to perform, and then yeah, we turn into a, yeah, and then this one right here even could be an inverted head and shoulder later playing out. I don't know. If we actually do return back down to this range here, it is exactly that. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of ideas on the board, but what are we actually doing? Looks like right now we want to probably retrace after hitting this. Give or take another half hour, we probably figure this one out. But I'm going to go ahead anyway, because I ain't got that time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to say our bull case scenario for tonight. Well, let's do base case scenario. I like to start my base case scenario. I think we have plenty of time. This is actually creating creating a longer pendant. It takes us all the way out to the end of the week on the 6th on Friday. This would be insane if that played out like that though, but not calling for that. I'm not going that far out either. So what are we looking at tonight? We're just looking at until at least 9 a.m. the market open. I think we probably will see a retracement of some sort coming back down and setting us back up to around day trading to retest. And baseline target sell tells me we're probably not going to break through that. We're probably going to go sideways into the market open. That'd be my guess, right? And the market's going to probably come down a little lower, actually. Let's just do something like this. And yeah, a little lower. Something like that. And we'll probably rally in the morning if, again, Japan does not rally for us or the foreign markets. All right. Of course, we got Germany, China, and everyone else playing after, of course, the market opened in Japan. Okay, so that's going to be my baseline target represented in yellow. That's right, yellow. That's our baseline color. All right, and then we're going to do our bear target for Bitcoin. Looking at, all right, let's do our bull case. Bull case scenario is, we're going to keep going from here. We're going to try to go above, break on out, hit maybe 107.5. I would love to see that again, at least 107.5. Come back down, maybe double top around 3 p.m. 3 p.m. in the foreign markets, 3 a.m. here in the States, and then roll back on over into the market open. I would think that's bullish enough for now. Nothing too crazy. I think it's realistic, and I'd love to see it. And I might be calling for a baseline bull tonight. Bear case scenario. We go back down and we retest the dreaded 103. Again, guys, 103. We did not actually get all the way down to underneath 103 or hitting 103.0, 103 solid. We did get a little bit above it, and we are been producing higher lows at least within the last few days since last Friday. So overall, we're still on a bullish trend within the last few days after the monthly close, options expiring for Bitcoin, and of course the end of the Bitcoin conference. All in all, I'd say this is bullish. This is a ideal scenario for Bitcoin at its current levels. I just do not like where the orders are being set up right now, and I just have to make that very clear. This does not look good. Unless we can really smash through here and make some room and maybe build up a stronger buy wall at 100K, I still feel like there's just too much chop. There's too much chop to get us to the upside at a quick rate. I mean, someone has to buy a large amount for us to just blow on through. All right, so anyway, that's a baseline and bull target. We're going to be looking at our bear case scenario. Bear case scenario for Bitcoin. We break down, and we try, and we just keep breaking down into the market close, sending us down to 103 in the market open, recovering from that. Somewhere like 103.9. I don't think, again, I think we're going to, oh, that's actually 104. Bullish. Yeah, keeping with the trend of just kind of keeping a higher low for Bitcoin in the last 3 or 4 days. Again, it's not very bearish, but it's the most bearish prediction I have for you tonight. All right, what else are we looking at? We're looking at a super bear and super bull targets. Super bull targets doesn't care. They don't care, man. We're just gonna smash on through here. Intraday trading begins us going crazy into the market close. We roll over at 108, just getting right back to hopefully where we were at the beginning of last week. Super bull case scenario. I love it. I'd love to see that, but I'm not calling for it. More stuck between baseline and bullish tonight. I hope I don't eat those words and that bear case plays out, but that's where I'm looking at. Baseline bullish. Okay, and then of course we got our infamous super bull, super bear, right? Super bear case. Where the hell's my bear? Guys, go out there and hug a bear. It's been a while since I said that. Guys, go out there, find the most bearish person you know, give them a big old hug. They deserve it. They really need one right now because they have had a really bad year. They've had a really bad year, especially with Bitcoin bears, man. They've been fudding us so hard, and they've been nothing but slapped to the ground because of it. Going back down, hitting that fire sale target at $80,000 Bitcoin now. Of course, every day we go sideways, or every day we passes on and we don't hit the fire sale target, it gets higher and higher. Oh, ridiculous, ridiculous. Of course, going back to Bear Brown. There we go. Super bear target. Yeah, not gonna happen. Look at that. You know what that looks like. Anyway, they always get the short end of the stick. Anyway. So that's what I'm calling for tonight, guys. That was what Crypto Chaos Magic has spoken through me as an instrument of chaos. There it is. There it is. Baseline, bullish, I'm calling tonight. I would love to see Japan finally start accumulating more Bitcoin. And yeah, getting ready for the run. They need to, man. They just had their prime minister or their president of Japan come out and say, we're going to that way of Greece. Not good, guys. Not good for the Japanese yen. Buy Bitcoin, please. Konnichiwa. Buy Bitcoin. All right. Let's get back to the chat real quick before we go. Attila the Hun. Woohoo! Yes, we burned that money for Attila tonight. We're breaking out the flames on the flames alone. Mad Adam. Yes, we did. We did actually pump a little bit when we burned those bennies. Thank you again, Attila the Hun. For donating those bennies to chaos. Yes, to chaos. Come on, BTC. Every time I look around, so I've got you guys probably can't see it, but I've got a fire going in the studio right now. Every time I look around the side, I'm like, oh no, did I finally set the studio on fire? Yeah, every day. Oh, crap. All right. So Jake the Snake says, come on, Bitcoin, liquidate those shorts. Yes. Who the hell's shorting Bitcoin right now? Who the hell is shorting Bitcoin right now?
What are you, stupid?
Exactly, Jake the Snake. Exactly. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to call it. I will probably see you guys tonight. I think Rob's doing a thing over there on his Patreon tonight. So I'll probably see you guys over there for a bit. Here at 10:30ish. He likes to do it around 10:15, 10:30. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Crypto Futures over in Crypto Futures, Rob over Crypto Futures. If you check the description down below, I've got a link to his channel. We, of course, participate with his community over there. I absolutely love everyone in the space and trying to find, of course, more of you guys to join us. And yeah, at some point, we're going to do something similar, too. I just haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys want to see out of Crypto Otaku and his misfits. Misfit toys. Yeah, Misfit, Miriam Misfits. Yeah, and guys, of course, I got to shill harder. Thank you, Jake the Snake. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out as we get higher and higher on the algorithm. I'd love to break through that. And, of course, get more, again, the audience. We got to get a bigger audience. Got to find more crazy people like us. more misfits out there. I know there are. I know there are. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Of course, when the market opens, 9:30 a.m. Like to start out a little 10 minutes early. Gotta get the idea, the feel of the market before the market, of course, starts to break down or break up. It's always chaos every single morning with the Crypto Otaku. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace. And then I gotta find the frickin' buttons to close the stream because I can't ever find them. Oh my god.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a monshot. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh my god, guys. Look what you did, Attila. Look what you did to my candle, bro. Oh, this is the last night for this candle. Yep, that's done. Your pennies, it couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle it. I guess this is probably a good omen, guys. We're probably going to see crazy price action after destroying this candle tonight. Crypto Chaos has spoken. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out. Later. And the buttons.